Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Young here, and today I'm back in another Fortnite video, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to improve your FPS here in Fortnite. I'm going to be showing you guys the things that I do to help myself optimize. So whether you play on console, whether you play on PC, I'm going to show you guys exactly what to do. Mainly, this is going to be a lot about PC things you can do, because when you're on console, there's not really too much, but there is going to be a few specific things you can do on console that can help boost your FPS a little bit, because having a higher FPS is definitely an advantage in this game. So you always want to make sure you have the highest FPS as possible. And so real quick, up on the screen I have the V-Buck giveaway winner of this week. So if you guys want a chance to win some free V-Bucks, I'm going to be giving away some more next week. So if you guys would like to enter next week's giveaway, all you guys have to do is to drop a like on this video. Make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel, turn on my post notifications so you guys can stay updated, and as well leave a comment down below of either your Xbox gamer tag, your PSN gamer tag, or Epic account, and you will automatically be entered in next week's giveaway. And alright guys, let's get right to the video. Alright, so I'm going to be showing you guys all of the things, or pretty much everything that I do to boost my FPS as much as possible. And I also have a few things you can do for console. You really don't have much. If you're looking for how to boost your FPS on console, you really don't have anything. There's like very few things you can do. So if you do have problems with the FPS, you really pretty much just have to wait till the next gen consoles that come out next year that you'll have 120 on. So the first thing that I do is I turn all of my settings on low, or sometimes I move it up to epic for my view distance, just because my FPS, or the graphics card that I have, is very, very good. And with this, when it comes to view distance, one thing you guys just have to know is it really doesn't affect how far you can see. It just affects how far things render in. So like from a distance, it'll look kind of like Minecraft blocks instead of like actual like detailed building. But if someone's from that distance, you'll 100% be able to see them. It just doesn't render or look as good from distance, which really isn't a problem. If you're looking to boost FPS, just turn everything on low. And down here at the bottom, make sure you guys do turn off VSync. That can kind of make it a little bit slower. Some of you guys might perform better or have higher FPS on Direct 12. Personally, for mine, I have a lot better on Direct 11, but it just really depends on your graphics card if it's better on 11 or 12, because the 12 is on the beta, so it's not like 100% where it should be. But I personally have better FPS on 11, plus it doesn't flicker as much. So that's just what I have. So here in the replays, that's the thing you can do on consoles. You want to make sure you turn your replays off. This could really be a hindrance to your FPS. So if you want to boost your FPS, turning off replays can give you a significant boost on how many frames you're getting per second. So make sure you guys do turn off your replays. Is something you can do on console. And also on console, probably the two things: you have the replays, and then probably if things are still kind of goofy, then you might just have to do a hard reset. Even for me personally, I used to have like the regular Xbox, and I eventually had to upgrade to the Xbox X because my frames, since my game wasn't loading, all that kind of stuff. So even for me, I had to upgrade, and that's really your only option with console. When you're playing on PC, you have a ton of options you can do through like the NVIDIA control panel. As far as your settings, updates, things like that. On console, you're pretty much just stuck. I guess make sure your console's up to date. That's usually the best thing to do when you don't really know how to boost your FPS. Just make sure everything's up to date, and then also I guess you can try resetting, hard resetting, and then turning off replays. That's really the only thing you can do on console. It's just how it is, because there's just not many options. But here in my control panel, here's just the monitor. If you're curious, the monitor I have. So this one I have G-Sync on it. Pretty cool. So 240 hertz, obviously that really doesn't have anything to do with your FPS. So going up into my 3D settings, so these are just like the color things I have, if you guys are curious, and all the other things in display settings, that just has to do with your display. I'm pretty sure if you have like multiple displays, it can hurt your FPS just like a little bit, but I feel like I don't know if that's more CPU or GPU, not 100% sure. But for me, I have pretty good specs, so I really don't have any issues. So maybe that could be an issue as well if you have like multiple displays. Not really sure exactly how that works, but maybe try one display. It could help you out with your FPS. So going into my 3D settings here, you want to make sure it's on performance instead of quality. You want to make sure you bump it down to the maximum performance that you can get, because you want to get FPS. Who cares if you have, the best 3D shadows and settings for Fortnite? You're really just trying to get the most FPS possible. And you want to make sure in all these settings here, you want to have everything on high performance. So I guess just copy everything that I have. I'm pretty sure everything's optimized the way it should. I haven't had any issues. This is what I have for here, and also my gaming laptop that I use as well. So you want to make sure everything's on high performance, and triple buffering and vertical sync, you want to have that off. And the only reason you would want to have those on, it helps with like screen tearing. But if you have a G-Sync monitor or FreeSync monitor, you really don't have to worry about that at all. But I did notice when I was like sometimes like playing on my TV with my laptop, I had to turn on vertical sync, otherwise the screen tearing was really bad. But when you're playing like a single player game, you really don't have to worry about that, because if you're just playing some like single player, I guess like Minecraft, then you can turn on vertical sync. All it does is make your game, I guess like I think it increases like your input delay or something along those lines. So when you're playing like Fortnite or really like a competitive shooter game, then you want to have it off for sure. But if you're playing like some single player game, you're noticing like a little bit of screen tearing, then obviously this is a really good way to really get rid of that. But if you have like a G-Sync monitor, then you don't have to worry about that at all, because G-Sync, FreeSync, if you guys don't know what that does, it just pretty much reduces screen tearing. It just kind of matches your FPS to like your monitor's refresh rate, so you don't have to worry about any sort of screen tearing. So the vertical sync, that's really just for if you don't have any of those options and you have massive screen tearing, which most of the time I really haven't even noticed it unless I was playing on like a bigger resolution, or if I drop my FPS down pretty far. So everything else, as you can see here, it's just the settings that I have. So this is everything I have for the control panel. So going into, I guess this is just my GeForce experience. This is what I use for like getting clips and stuff. But when you are using this, you want to make sure your drivers are up to date, and it's super easy to do if you guys don't know how to do it. Very simple. And these are just like the games. I pretty much just play like 4 games on PC. I don't play Modern Warfare anymore because that game's just utterly trash. Everyone just camps in corners because the maps are just designed for camping, so I really don't play that game anymore. So those are the games I play. But anyway, so to update your driver, super simple. All you have to do is just go down into like your Explorer tab. I like Google Chrome the best, so you can just go into your Google Chrome, find your driver, and do the updates that way. You also have through your app, I'm pretty sure you can just hit check for updates, and once you do that, your latest drivers are going to come up. I haven't updated my recent one yet, but I haven't really noticed any issues. So if I wanted to update, I definitely could. So if you guys don't know how to like first get it, then all you have to do is just go down to your Google Chrome. Once you click on that, you just want to go to, I believe it's like, just type in like NVIDIA or NVIDIA drivers. And yeah, once you type that in, you'll go into the NVIDIA website where you can get the driver that you want. And all you want to do is just have or find the graphics card that you have. And for me, I have the RTX 2070 Super. These are all the ones that I have. You just want to make sure you just type in GeForce. And if you have like the 1660, then you just click on the 1660. I'm pretty sure the notebooks that you see here are for laptops. That's what I have on my laptop. So when you have like the notebook, that's for laptop. Otherwise, just hit on the regular one. Find the graphics card that you have. If you don't know what graphics card you have, I'm pretty sure you can just type in your settings, like down in like the left corner. Just type in, I guess like my PC or like settings or something like that, and you can find what graphics card you have. Just type it in, and once you do that, then all you have to do is hit download, and then you're gonna have the most recent driver. And that's one thing I did as well, is like when I got my laptop, my game was like super stuttery. I wasn't sure like what was going on. I just had to make sure I downloaded all the drivers, make sure I had everything up to date, reduced my settings, and it was running very, very good. Consistent 240 very easily. So that's exactly how you download the recent drivers. And also another thing as well is make sure you have your Windows up to date. And I know updating Windows can be an absolute pain, because at least from my experience, when I updated Windows on my laptop, it took, I mean, even you guys seen my internet during like my streams, I'm on like 0 ping, so I have very good internet, and it still took me like an hour, at least an hour, to update Windows. So it is a pain, but once you do update Windows, that can really help reduce FPS drops, things like that. So I guess the whole key thing is you want to make sure you have everything that you need to have up to date. Make sure you play on pretty low settings, turn off replays, and that's probably going to give you the best. And also look at the NVIDIA control panel that I have. You want to make sure you have the settings that I'm currently having, and that's how I optimize my game to have the best FPS as possible. I'm pretty sure there's like small tweaks here and there you could probably do in the I guess the game files of Fortnite, but other than that, that's pretty much the best way to boost your FPS. There's not really too many other things you can do. Of course, if you have an AMD card, then you probably have a little bit different options, but pretty much everything's going to be the same. That's exactly how I optimize my game. But ultimately, your FPS is going to be really determined on your GPU, your graphics card. So mine was an RTX 2070 Super, so I can easily get 3 even in creative, like 400 FPS, which I'll probably end up upgrading once the 360 Hz monitor comes out, because I think it comes out later this year, and I'll definitely be grabbing that. So I'll probably upgrade to like the new RTX 3080, I think it comes out this summer as well. So I'm definitely going to be upgrading a little bit, and that's just really exactly everything I do to help boost my FPS. Hopefully this video you guys found helpful, and if you guys could, make sure you guys do drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already, turn on my post notifications so you guys are notified for every single new video. And alright guys, I'll see you next video.